Hello and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles X, where things are looking a little bit different again. I've changed my pants, felt like those jeans I had weren't quite cutting it, just in terms of looks. I feel like this matches the overall aesthetic a bit better. Got some different partners going on. I've actually been leveling a bunch of other people while I was grinding. I've actually got several people to level 50 now, and then I swapped them out because I didn't want to have them get too high, and I feel like 50 is a nice number because that lets them pilot the better skells. I've currently got Gwyn, L, Fry, Hope, HB, Yelv, Bose, and Alexa to level 50. And then I've got these folks where they are. I'm level 58 now, so not quite to 60. I'm currently rank 2 in whatever class this is. I've forgotten what it's called. Galactic something, I think. Missions. I did a few more quest board ones, and I accidentally found one of these. They had said that, oh, they saw a suspicious skell and they saw it leaving the city. So, yeah, that's what they had to say. Beyond there, yeah, not much to report. Let's see what class this is. Galactic Knight. Alright, and I've actually got my arts and skills somewhere. I haven't actually tested them, but I feel like they'll probably be pretty good together. So over here I've got Supreme Sword, Core Crusher. This is especially important because I've got an Ether Photon Sword. So basically all of my attacks are Ether attacks, so it's basically just, hey, you do 150% more damage. I like that. And then there's this for more of that, and then that. Basically, I'm all set around doing melee and doing damage in melee. And now let's just go look over my arts real quick just to show what I've got, because I feel like I'm in a pretty good place right now. I need to level a few of these some more, but they're all pretty good in theory at the very least. So this should be quite capable. And I've done a version of this before I had finished the previous class, so before I had a few of these these arts that felt pretty solid, so this should be quite playable. So I'm looking forward to getting to actually use it some more, but for now, we've got some people to talk to. So let's just go on to the industrial district, and hopefully this quest will be just finished at that point. I'd like to get it out of my quest list. Oh, also you might have seen my very large credits total, and that's because I haven't really spent too many since the last time you saw me. I did upgrade a few things on my skell, but it was fairly small upgrades, all told. And I've basically just been saving this for when I make a decision on what level 50 skell to buy next. But yeah. I don't even remember. Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure, whatever. Uh-huh. Alright. Uh-huh. Yay, quest clear. Yeah, I think that last round of grinding is the last bit I'm going to be doing. Because, yeah, I feel like I'm in a pretty good place, and I can go the rest of the way in this class without worrying too much. And I kept opening that because I actually wanted to... Oh, also another thing that happened. While I was just roaming around trying to find collectibles for stuff, I ended up finding the Savage drawing, I think it was. that this quest required. And also I ended up finding both of the hidden locations for these. So there's that. But yeah, I ended up basically just going in circles out at sea to find more of these etchings, because apparently you can do that to get collectibles, and I actually did it to... I've got a complete collectopedia, kind of. I have yet to put the last bit into each thing other than Sylvalum, because I wanted to do it on camera. So yeah, I found everything, everywhere, so collectibles are no longer a huge deal for me, which feels good. Yay. That. Yay. Ooh, a storage probe. That's nice. That will be very useful. Sylvalum we're already done. So, Oblivia. Let's get this Drum of Valor in here. Getting lots of battle points. I should actually... Yeah, that should be enough to actually upgrade a few of those arts that I was talking about needing to upgrade. And then a vegetable for Noctilum. So many battle points. Fuel recovery probe. Those are not as helpful as I had originally hoped. I've got one of them placed out in Caldros. And yeah, it just does not do as much as I was thinking it would. Ooh, and another booster probe. So I got 2 nice probes out of that. So, now that we've actually got all those battle points, I'm going to spend them. So, let's get everything to level 4 first. Just so that we've got them there. And then we'll work on these melee things. Question is, which ones? I feel like Starfall Blade is a pretty decent choice, considering its super low cooldown. Being able to use that a lot is probably good. And I can upgrade one more. Though not that one. So, Starfall Blossom or Starfall Rondo? Looks like Rondo's got the lower cooldown and more hits and the potential for higher damage. So yeah, I think I'll go with Rondo. At least from the numbers that I'm seeing, it looks like it can do more damage and has a lower cooldown. Because it's got 250 hit scaling versus the 125 here, which would be 150 had we upgraded it. And it's got 5 hits instead of 4, so better hit scaling and more hits and lower cooldown and more damage when triggering a melee combo. Seems like it probably does more work. Right, missions. We need to go get more information about a sniper. This one here. So, let's go get that information. Got some to get over here on Division Drive. In this general vicinity. Oh, there it is. Sorry we kind of parked all around you. Man with a rifle, rushing into the garage. Scale flew out. Okay. And then there's another guy near the Mimiosome Maintenance Center. So over here. Man with a rifle went down into the hangars, and then the other person saw him go into the garage, get a Skell, and then a third person saw him leaving in a Skell. And apparently we know exactly where he went. Kilal Meadow. I think they might have said something about, like, oh, going towards Sylvalum or something, but I don't remember. I wasn't paying too much attention when it did happen. You know, thinking about it, we did that quest for that one guy to get our revenue up past 70k, and by the way, it is now past 200k. And we found Kirsty, and she was talking about that guy. So maybe having done that, she'll actually have a mission for us. And it is with that hope that I am heading to the residential district real quick. Because if Kirsty's got a mission for us, I want to do it so that we can be done with her stuff. And I remember she was on a lawn somewhere here. Oops, didn't necessarily mean to fly. Yep, there's Kirsty, but no mission. So let's head on out to Hilal Meadow and look for the sniper. Oh, by the way, testing out the dragon breath weapon thing I've got on this skull. It is super nice. Most low-level enemy, or well, not even low-level, most smaller enemies, it just completely one-shots. Something tells me that skull is what I'm looking for. But yeah. Why are you shooting a thing that's just sitting there doing nothing? No. You just were an asshole is all you did. Except you're doing it wrong. Yeah. No. No, you're gonna need far more. So let's actually hop out of our skills for this. Exit your skills. And there's our target. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Ooh, yeah, I'm doing really good amounts of damage with this. I mean, the Skell would probably one-shot that guy, but honestly, ground combat is more compelling, so if I can do it effectively, I think I'm going to. Ooh, who's that flying up there? Is that someone I should care about? Let's kill it. Why not? Actually, I know I don't need to care about it because it doesn't have a thing over it. Oops. What I do need to care about is, you know, there's still that snake-like thing I'm supposed to find and kill here. You know what? I might be able to actually handle this. Well, I don't need to. It doesn't have a thing. I don't have a quest for that guy. If I don't have a quest for it, I'm not going to kill it. That's just asking for unpleasantness. And if memory serves, this thing right here was Mechanical 5, and I checked it like 50 times. Oh, no. Why have I never opened this before? Ooh, I bet I can kill that thing now. I don't have a quest for it, but it's small, and I like using Dragon's Breath. It does work. Or Dragon's Maw. So yeah. Boop. I actually swapped out several of my Skell weapons. A few I swapped because I found better... Oops, we're on the side. I found some nice ones while I was grinding, because I did some grinding in Kaldros on some mechanicals, and they happened to drop some Skell weapons. So yeah, now we're actually more ranged focused than melee, which, it works. I do have a lot of fairly long cooldowns, so I'm not exactly... I'm very bursty, is what it is. I don't have much sustained damage. But sometimes burst is all you need. And these two ranged attacks over here are AoEs, which certainly helps. Especially against groups of targets like these. And I've got no reason to use Dragon's Maw here. Only hits a single target anyway. So yay, we got things. I also went and upgraded my ground gear, because I wanted to have better armor. Though it doesn't really give me much in the way of damage or anything. It's all this regional stuff, except for this. Melee attack up 10 is nice. But yeah, everything else is giving me potential and debuff suppression and treasure sensing. Which I guess is why I got so many items just there. This weapon is doing pretty nice for me. Gets me more TP, and as I've said, it's Ether, which really plays off my skills. But yes, let's head back to the administrative district. Which is in New LA, not in Primordia proper. I often make that mistake when trying to warp back. Oh, and actually, I recall while I was grinding, I noticed that there was one probe that we still have yet to place in Primordia. So once we've turned this in, I think we'll go out there and investigate. So, hi, Alice. How's things? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Ah. Alright. Okay. Okay. Yeah, probably. Okay. Oh, before? Yep, kinda failed that mission there. Okay. Uh-huh.
I'm getting stronger.
So, let's head on back out to Primordia and see if we can't see what's up with that last probe site. Ooh, looks like it might be in... Oh, nope, it's right there. But what's that? I'm gonna have to investigate. So... Oh, need mechanical 5. Well, I guess that's one reason. Yeah, let's see what's up with this little cave. Ooh. Damn. This is kind of neat. Got some high-level enemies. And there's a treasure box down there. So let's just give this guy a good old-fashioned Dragon's Maw.
Start big. Move in and land a hit.
Yeah, the main problem with Dragon's Maw is it takes for freaking ever to actually launch, but then when it does, the thing dies.
Somehow I managed to get even.
That's basically how it goes. And given the levels of enemies in here, this might have been a good place to grind instead of where I was doing it. Once again, up on the Saltats, though they weren't called Saltats, in Sylvalum, up on the mountain there. Though this one is not a particularly high level. Dragon's Maw will still make it dead. Though it is devastating when I miss with Dragon's Maw, which is why I made a couple ranged accuracy augments for this skill. And I've actually been eyeing one of the lighter skills simply for its higher ranged attack and significantly higher ranged accuracy. Though it has less fuel, which does concern me a little because Dragon's Maw does eat fuel. And so does flying. Like, honestly, I never really had any fuel problems before I started flying around and exploring. And then after I did, I got pretty darn low on fuel at one point. And yeah, when I miss like that, it's pretty terrible, because then I have to switch to stuff that doesn't do quite as well. But I'm still, you know, capable of making things dead. Kind of wish I could see exactly how many class points I got from that, but the treasure keeps getting in the way. So is that treasure box up higher? Like, is it maybe outside of this cave? Or is it still inside this cave, just up higher? I don't know. Oh, it is inside. So you have a Dragon's Maw. And this cave is clearly meant for Skell traversal. Ooh, hello. There's a tyrant for whom I have a quest. But first, I'm going to open this treasure box. Just so that I've got no reason to have to come back in case the tyrant kills me. I don't want to have to come back in order to get anything that's here. So let's see how Caesar the Hundred-Eyed fares against this. He's a much higher level than us, so... Oh! Well, I guess he is not going to be a... Yeah, no problem.
That doesn't even count as a warm.
And he gave me an orange Skell weapon that would replace one of my shields. Honestly, I've been considering replacing one of them. I've got a shield on this thing that just gives me potential up, and I've been considering replacing it with ranged attack up, considering I swapped over to range. Or at least to primarily ranged. Though I do know potential, or at least I think potential increases your damage when in overdrive. I could be wrong. The game doesn't tell you, and that's basically just what I've been able to piece together. So let's just see what I've got access to. Melee attack up, physical damage and taunt, ether damage and GP when targeted. The damage isn't really too impressive, but the lower cooldown is nice. I would have to swap over some of my slotted stuff. Actually, I don't even have that much. I've only got one thing slotted in, and the rest is just from where it is. Yeah. It might be worth it just for the low cooldown, though. Yeah, let's give it a shot. And then we'll take this augment off. I've actually been bothering with augments now, by the way. They do help. Like, if you'll look, I've got augments in just about everything. So, yeah. It's stuff. I think I'm done in this cave. Which means let's head back to New LA. But before we do, let's see what the hell mission we want to do while we're there. Oh, also, I ended up getting all the stuff for this, so I should probably do that as well. But first, we've got New LA to go to. Let's do this, because I did get one of those during my killing of things. I killed a Galder Tyrant in Caldros, and it dropped that. So, I'm not complaining. And it wasn't a tyrant I had to kill for a quest. I just saw the thing and was like, oh, I guess I'll kill it. It was one of those mechanicals in Kaldros that has the tyrant icon, but as far as its name goes, seems like just an ordinary thing. Like, it didn't have any special title, it was just basically like, super good Galder. Oh, you've got another quest for me? Pretty sure it's treating me just fine. But... Yes. Yes, exactly. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that money is my purpose. No. Okay. How did I cheat, though? Okay. Done. Ooh, and it gives a duplicator probe? Hot damn. Okay. No, that's not it. Yeah. I honestly want to give more information to humankind. That's it, yes. Okay. No. So, as soon as our frontier nav ticks, we'll be ready to talk to him again. Because how much am I even getting right now? Let's find out. Right now, I am pulling in 227,792, which is a bit more than I've been asked for. So, what's up over here? Yes. I remember. And yes, I got the plug. Alright. Here, have the plug. We've got 3 of them. Alright. Uh-huh. Generally they seem to be pretty alright, except for the voices and the not understanding basic concepts, but... yeah, I guess. No, nobody has said that, and I'll fight anyone who does. Oh, were you talking to her? Yay, you fixed it. Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Quick, devoltanize her. Hey, buddy. Maybe she got... yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I bet I've already got some. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that would be terrible. Hey, I found your stuff. Yep. Okay. Here, have these things. Alright. Okay. Yeah, kinda. As interested as I am, let's... Yeah. Yes. Maybe. It sure did. Congratulations on being alive. It wasn't even big. It was like 2 minutes. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Yay. So, I can't help but notice you just gave me the swimsuit bottoms. That's not the whole set. Yeah, it could. Let's worry about... No. Oh. Yeah, probably. Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Please don't do any of those. Uh-huh. Aw, they're friends forever. Hooray, we did the thing. And looking at the time, that's the last thing we're going to do this episode, so join us next time when we do still more things. See you then, friends.